Welcome to The Explainer. In just the last few years, one of the biggest parts of our lives has been totally rewritten, our relationship with work. So we're going to dive into how this massive global shift actually happened and what it really means for you, for me, for all of us.
It's a question we've all kind of asked ourselves, right? For decades, the office was the center of the professional universe. It was everything. But in what feels like the blink of an eye, that entire idea has been turned on its head. And the change, well, it's been absolutely staggering.
Get this, 5 times. That's how much working from home in the US shot up between 2019 and 2023. Look, that's not a trend, that's a full-blown revolution. It's completely rewired how we think about our jobs. But the real story here isn't just if we go to the office anymore, it's how we do it.
So yeah, you can see, on-site roles have taken a serious dip. But look at the real winner here, the hybrid model. It absolutely exploded, jumping from just 9% of job postings to nearly a quarter of them. What this tells us is that companies aren't just ditching the office, they're getting smarter and finding a new, much more flexible balance.
So what's the engine behind all this massive shift? Well, it's not just one thing. It's actually this powerful combo of 2 revolutions that just happened to hit at the exact same time.
Okay, so on one side, you've got the tech revolution, right? Global internet, cloud computing, and now all these incredible AI tools. They give us the ability to work from anywhere. But here's the thing, technology was just the car. The real fuel, that came from the human revolution. An absolutely overwhelming demand for more flexibility, for better work-life balance, especially from millennials and Gen Z.
And make no mistake, we are not talking about a niche group here. A whopping 91% of employees want some form of remote work. When you have a market demand that powerful, flexibility just stops being a nice little perk. It becomes a deal breaker for finding and keeping the best people.
But this story isn't just about making employees happy. Not at all. Businesses are jumping on board because they've started to uncover this treasure trove of strategic advantages.
And the payoffs for businesses, they're huge and they're all connected. It all starts with talent. Suddenly, you can hire the absolute best person for the job and it doesn't matter where they live. And because you're offering that flexibility they crave, those amazing employees are way more likely to stick around. And all of this leads to massive cost savings and, as study after study shows, a real deal boost in productivity.
Let's actually put a number on those cost savings. On average, a company saves $11,000 per year for just one employee working from home only half the time. That's mainly by cutting down on expensive office space. Now just imagine, multiply that by 100 employees, or 1,000. We are suddenly talking about a game-changing impact on the bottom line.
But the biggest win isn't just saving money, it's getting access. That whole global talent pool thing isn't just a buzzword, it's a real strategic map. Companies can now go find talent where it's the strongest. They can tap into India's incredible depth in IT, Poland's genius for software development, or the Philippines' absolute mastery of customer support. It's a whole new ballgame.
Okay, so the world of work has been completely redrawn. What does that mean for you, for me? What does it actually take for us to succeed in this new world? Well, the toolkit we all need has changed, big time. To really succeed now, you basically have to be bilingual. You need to be fluent in the hard, technical skills that run this digital world. We're talking AI, data analysis, cybersecurity, but, and this is key, you have to be just as fluent in the essential human skills like resilience, sharp analytical thinking, and crystal clear communication. Those are the things that actually make remote work work.
And the pressure to keep learning new things? It's incredibly urgent. The World Economic Forum predicts that almost 39% of our core skills today will be pretty much useless by 2030. Think about that. Lifelong learning isn't just some nice idea anymore, it's a flat-out survival strategy.
Of course, a change this huge doesn't come without some serious challenges. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are some significant new risks that both companies and employees have to navigate really carefully. Let's start with a big one, cybersecurity. The stakes here are just incredibly high. When a data breach happens and remote work is a factor, the average cost to that company goes up by $1 million. $1 million. Because a scattered workforce just creates so many new weak spots for attackers to target.
The good news is you can manage these risks. It's all about building a layered defense. You start by securing the connection with VPNs. Then you secure the login with something like multi-factor authentication. You control the computer itself by giving out company-managed devices. And then, the most important layer of all, continuous training to turn every employee from a potential target into your first line of defense.
So beyond security, there's another huge thorny question. How do you pay people fairly when your team is scattered all over the world? One idea that's getting a lot of attention is location-agnostic pay. And the concept is pretty simple. Your salary is based on the value you bring, not on your zip code.
But oh man, it is a complex decision with some major trade-offs. You see, paying everyone a top-tier salary, no matter where they are, that attracts the absolute best talent, but it's wildly expensive. On the other hand, adjusting pay based on cost of living saves money, but it can feel really unfair to some people. So this choice really forces a company to decide what it cares about most: total fairness, strict cost control, or just getting the best talent in the door.
So you add all of this together, the tech, the human demand, the business benefits, the risks. Where does that leave us? The reality is that these changes aren't just tweaking our jobs. They are fundamentally reshaping our entire society, creating a world that is permanently, completely different.
And let's be perfectly clear about this. There is no going back. This is an irreversible transformation. The pandemic didn't start this fire. It was just the gasoline poured on it that pushed us past the point of no return. The world of work that we used to know, it's gone. For good.
And you can literally see the proof of this carved into our cities. By 2029, office property values are projected to be 40% lower than they were at their peak in 2019. That is a massive hit with huge consequences for real estate, for city planning, for the economies of our downtowns.
So what is the point of an office in this new world? Its entire purpose has been redefined. It's shifting away from being the place you go to sit at a desk and do tasks. It's becoming a hub, a destination for the things that are really hard to do over video call. Deep collaboration, mentorship, building real connections, and creating a shared company culture.
And that really leaves us with one last big question to think about. For 100 years, the office tower was the symbol of work. If that's not the center of the universe anymore, then what is? Is it the network, the project team? Is it just the individual? That is the new reality that we are all figuring out together. Thanks for watching The Explainer.